Hey guys, good morning. Happy Monday. It's Daryl here. It's coming up on 7:15 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. I started doing a little research this morning on conspiracy theories. I just heard a few here and there, and I decided to check into them. And what I came across was just troubling. Uh, Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Did you ever notice that he says, some people are saying, a lot of people are saying, my people are looking into, you wouldn't believe what my people have found. And I started seeing this more and more into this president has based his entire presidency is based on conspiracy theories. Really, when you look into it, the whole Ukraine thing was him pushing a theory that I can't even understand this theory, that the DNC was trying to frame the Republican Party through the Ukraine to make it look like Russia. I seriously, I listened to it 3 times and I could not understand what the theory was. I want to make a couple points though. I started to realize that his thing with conspiracy theories goes back into the 90s. I found this one where in the 90s he was talking about a conspiracy theory where he doesn't believe that asbestos is really dangerous. And that's followed him up to this presidency. I started thinking about the climate change and half of his policies. And I started to realize the scary thing that half his policies and the whole White House administration is running on conspiracy theories. When we talked about impeaching the president or why Democrats seem to want this guy out, the Trump supporters always claim that it's because we're just upset because Hillary lost. And like I've said over and over, that's not it. It's these red flags that keep popping up that scare the hell out of me and a lot of other people that this guy should not be president. That's what it comes down to. It has nothing to do with Hillary or Democrats or Republicans. It's the fact that this man is borderline paranoid delusional. I counted 22 conspiracy theories. I can't even remember them all right now. From his penthouse being bugged. I don't know if you guys remember that. He claimed Obama microwaved his penthouse. He claimed Obama had fake birth certificates. I listened to this whole long theory on why he thought Obama was born in Africa. Let's see what else. Oh, I listened to him talk about McDonald's and why he eats at McDonald's because he believes it's so clean and he believes that people can't poison him as easy. That it's just average people making the food and it's very clean. And seriously, it's a borderline paranoia thing that he's going to be poisoned. And then the interviewer brought up this good point that he sends other people into McDonald's. He claims that these McDonald's are so clean, but yet I don't think it's him that's actually going into the McDonald's to pick up the food. I don't think he actually knows what an actual McDonald's looks like or who's working there or what's going on there. Not saying anything bad about McDonald's, but, and then his relationship to Alex Jones, his kind words about Alex Jones. Alex Jones, to me, is one of the biggest villains in media, in popular culture, in decades. Just an evil man, deranged evil man. And these are the kind of people that Donald Trump admires and talks about and retweets all the time. One thing I noticed too is, I counted 22 different conspiracy theories, and every single one of them, of course, they benefited him, either making him look good with his ego or by benefiting him financially. Conspiracy theories that would help him in his business. And it's amazing that every single conspiracy theory would benefit him. And this is a troubling thing in today's culture is it creates a sense of fear, of change, of the uncertainty where you don't know what's real. And then you start seeing these super fakes or I'm not sure what the common terminology for them is, where they actually create fake speeches. There was one with Nancy Pelosi. There was one of Nancy Pelosi that they called a cheap fake, not a deep fake, because it was kind of amateurish, that it slowed down the voice and it changed the voice, the timbre and whatnot, but it made it appear that she was intoxicated. And a lot of this stuff, I'm sure, I'm not saying that it's only the right wing that's guilty of this stuff, but it is certainly, without a doubt, seems more prevalent, much more prevalent on the right wing with this conspiracy stuff. The troubling thing is with conspiracy theories is the more there's no basis for facts at all. It's all just innuendo. There's no way to disprove them. The more evidence that you find, that you create or you try to present that it is a conspiracy theory, that it's fake, the more the other people just claim that you're part of the falsehood. It's a problem. I think it's a big problem. I was reading up on Donald Trump saying that he thought the Clintons, he retweeted several tweets, several things about, he thought the Clintons were murderers that murdered Jeffrey Epstein. Personally, I have no doubt that Jeffrey Epstein was a suicide, and I'm not going to get into a big debate here about that. But what this does, I believe, is it creates it definitely creates an atmosphere of uncertainty, fear, suspicion, and paranoia, which of course isn't good for the country. Especially if you talk about, these things can infect the stock market, infect our economy, investing. It can affect our relations with the rest of the world. And the more I thought about it, and the more I looked into it, I realized that our current president is based most of his decisions, most of his policies on conspiracy theories. And it would seem that a lot of his supporters just go right along with this too, for one reason or another. I've never been a believer in conspiracy theories. Give me facts. Give me cold hard facts. And plus, there's got to be a reason. There's got to be, legitimate reasons why. Psychologists say that people only do things that benefit them, that they will benefit from. People don't keep doing something unless it's beneficial to them. Some of these things just don't make sense. There was the Pizzagate thing, and when it was researched, apparently there was only one pizzeria that fit the bill, and this pizzeria didn't even have a basement. And then that pizzeria ended up getting shot up. As a result, people get hurt from these conspiracy theories. The one that began this whole video, that made me want to make this video, was this ridiculous thing that came up about Las Vegas. And the worst thing, it was perpetrated by two one ex-CIA analyst under Trump, and one of his National Security Council. Higgins and Johnson, I believe their names were. And these guys are pushing the theory that, or maybe Higgins was the shooter, I'm not sure, but Johnson was one of them. Like I said, ex-CIA that worked under Trump, and they were connected to Trump's first security advisor, Flynn, too. Their theory was that the Las Vegas shooter didn't work alone, and that supposedly they found materials in the hotel room that linked him to Antifa, of course, and the deep state, and that it was somehow it was an anti-Trump issue with this shooter, and it was an Islamic. It had something to do. See, this is what I'm talking about. These things don't even make sense to me. Their theory was that the shooter didn't work alone, that he was tied into Islamic extremists, ISIS, and Antifa in an effort to bring down Trump. And it also had something to do against gay marriage and transgender people. Now, that's a hodgepodge of different ideas that, to me, make no sense. And it's troubling. These two guys were ex-CIA. This is just, and not to mention how these things, the damage this does to the survivors. We talk about sending prayers and thoughts. And meanwhile, we have these people out there that these far right-wing people that are some of them harassing the hell out of these survivors, claiming that they're crisis actors. This is something scary. This is a reason why I don't want Trump reelected. It has nothing to do with Hillary or losing the election in 2016. It's one of many reasons that scare me. Personally, I think conspiracy theories are from weak-minded people that are just scared of their surroundings and see the boogeyman around every corner. I'm sure there's deeper psychological things. Also, too, I think it's people that don't want to take the time to find out the truth and seem to get more enjoyment or fulfillment out of allegedly knowing a secret that other people don't know, being on the inside, being on the know, somehow having inside information. I don't know. I don't know what the psychology behind this is, but I was amazed when I started looking into how long Donald Trump's been a big fan of conspiracy theories. I can't believe this guy. We have a guy like this that became president of the United States. Like I said, and the more you look into it, his theories on China, his theories on global warming, on the Democrats, on the environment, a lot of them are based on immigration, with the rapists and the murderers. It's a lot of conspiracy theory stuff. And then the stuff he retweets is just ridiculous. The people he retweets, it'd be embarrassing for a regular person like me to just simply to believe in this stuff and retweet this stuff. And when we have somebody at the level of President of the United States that's doing this, it's an embarrassment to the whole country, worldwide. So anyway, that's my thoughts on conspiracy theories and Donald Trump for today. You guys have a great Monday.